Stan the Man Lee is arguably the most recognized name in comics. He's responsible for co-creating superheroes like Spider-Man, Iron Man, the X-Men, and hundreds of other Marvel characters who started out on the colorful pages of the comic books before making it to the big screen. Stan Lee is in Toronto for the annual Fan Expo, and we are thrilled to have him join us this morning. Mr. Lee, good morning.
Hey, it's great to be here, Beverly. I love Toronto.
You know what? You do, and you keep coming back. You attend so many of these. What is it that keeps you coming back?
The people, they're so friendly, and they're so much fun to be with, and my wife's sister used to be married to a man who lived in Toronto. I used to come here and visit often years ago, so I have a warm spot in my heart for the place.
But it's got to be, you know, so many fans just want to see you, talk to you, get your autograph. I understand some people even want you to sign them, like an arm or something like that.
It amazes me, but very often somebody will come over and say, "Would you autograph my arm or my leg or my," I don't know. I feel foolish doing it, but anything to please a fan.
Please a fan, they love it. You know, when you think of the heroes that you've created, how popular they have become, more popular than you could probably have imagined when you created them. Why do you think that we're so enamored with your heroes?
Well, I wish I knew the answer to that. I think everybody looks for heroes, and it's a funny thing. To me, these kind of stories are like fairy tales for older people. You know, when you were young, no matter who you are, you loved fairy tales. Every kid loved them. But you get older, you can't keep reading fairy tales. But suddenly you find these superheroes, and they're very much like that. First, fairy tales had monsters and people who could do things that no normal human could do. And that's what you get with superhero stories, like the Avengers and the Hulk and so forth. So I think it's a carryover from when we were young.
And, you know, when you think of the superheroes before the ones you created, they were perfect. You decided to make them human. What was behind your thought on that?
Well, I guess I'm not a perfect person, and I can't relate to people who have no personal problems. They just go out and fight bad guys, and that's it. I thought it would be fun to learn what is a superhero's life like when he or she isn't being a superhero. So I tried to play up their personal lives also.
When you think, I mean, the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Man, I mean, there's so many. Do you have a favorite? Did you ever have a favorite?
My favorite really was whichever one I was writing at the moment.
Time.
I would get all into that. I love them all. It's like asking a parent who's his favorite child. Right now, when you think back to the creation of those and what they've become on the big screen, do you still get a kick out of watching them? Still get a kick. I love it. I can't see enough of them. And to think that these characters I was working with on a printed page with artists now are on the screen, and they're big hits, and they can't make enough of them. We have new characters we want to do. We have sequels we have to do. There aren't enough hours in the day.
I can't imagine there's enough hours in the day for all that you do and keep doing. And we love even your cameo appearances in these movies. What's your next cameo?
Actually, the next one I'm supposed to do is for the X-Men. I was supposed to go to Montreal yesterday and do it, but I didn't want to miss being in Toronto, so we'll find another time and place to do it.
Stan Lee, you are a superhero yourself, and it's been a treat to be able to catch up with you this morning. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I enjoyed every minute of it.
So great.